Hey everybody, welcome back to a Saturday edition of the NASCAR Diecast Reviews. Today we are taking a look at William Byron's 2022 Martinsville race win from the Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 400. This is the first 400-mile race at Martinsville in quite a while that they ran, and this is the Elite Diecast here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at it today. So, we've got some things to say about this car, don't you worry. But let's start off with our box. We have our standard Elite Win, Elite Win box. So it's a standard Elite box with the Race Win sleeve that goes over the top. We've already seen all that enough times this year. Here you can see, there you go, number 12, Raptor, Martinsville win, and one of 528. 528 Elites is a lot. Like, that's a pretty hefty number. So, made a decent amount of these cars. I think a lot of people are going to be, unfortunately, disappointed with this car. And I'll explain why, because it's not really due to the race detail. It's due to more of an issue with the paint scheme itself and how it was finished. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inserts. We have our race win card here, William Byron, Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 400 winner. We flip around to the back. Time of the race, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Not even a 3-hour race, so it was pretty short. Started 5th on the day. Total laps, 403 for 211 miles. 4 cautions at 36 laps. He led 212 of those laps, and the margin of victory was 0.3 of a second. This was that horrible Martinsville race where no one was even able to pass each other. It's a little bit better in the fall, but ooh, boy, was it bad. Race win sticker here in black and white. And just to top it all off, we have the official event race pin here. The Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 400, April 9th, 2022. And that is available on the website. So I always like to shout out if I have the pin or don't, because sometimes I have just one of them because I was able to find it somewhere weird. But yeah, those are on the site. So if you're looking for them, you can go ahead and pick them up over there. But let's go ahead and get into this, because this one's going to be a little bit of a ranty one. So the first thing I will say right off the bat, this car is gloss. You can see the glossy, shiny finish on the outside, you know, kind of all around it. It's a very glossy finish. Raptor is not gloss. It's literally like a truck bed. And the car was obviously not made out of truck bed, but it was wrapped. And the wrap was flat because it was supposed to look like the truck bed. Why this one got through production in a completely... Look at how glossy that is. I mean, that is a glossy car. Why that got through under a glossy, and maybe it's just a clear coat, a glossy clear coat. All they needed to go was a flat clear coat. But either way, big miss. I mean, this is a miss. Like, it's the wrong car. I mean, it's like if you had the Furniture Row 78. I'll show you. If we had this car and suddenly it was a gloss black, that's a big difference. I mean, especially for a car like this where there's no paint design, it's just kind of a one-tone thing. That's a huge miss. And so I gotta call it out, because that's just too big of a miss to have. You can't miss that far off, because that's literally the whole car. The whole car is Raptor. And so, yeah, that had to be called out. Now, the confetti on the car, the blue and white, looks good and stuff. I mean, the car still looks like the Martinsville race win, but I'm telling you, this being glossy is a monstrous miss for just Lionel in general. I mean, I don't know if it was where it got missed, if it wasn't an option to go with the flat. I can't imagine that was an issue, though, because like I said, they've done a flat car before. So I don't know. I don't know why it ended up like this, but like I said, huge miss. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's a huge miss to have it like that. The car already wasn't a very popular car. Everyone said it was kind of ugly. You could see 24 and Raptor there on the side. It doesn't look good. Like, look at it. Like, the 24 up front, Raptor there. Like, that Raptor is the same size as a logo that could be right over here. And instead it has to be there, and the number is smashed forward. It's a bad-looking race car. So yeah, paint scheme gets an F. Then the finish on it being wrong gets an F. Now, after that, though, you do have a decent amount of confetti. That looks pretty good. Roof flaps, detail, trunk detail, all of that is still there. Incorrect spoiler height. Like I said, this is kind of a flop. I have these on my website available and everything, and obviously I want to sell them, but I can't in all good conscience say that this is a great race win. I can't. It's not. The spoiler height's wrong. The finish on the car is wrong. It's not even a good-looking paint scheme to begin with, and then the only thing I can even get slightly behind is the Goodyear detail. The detail on the wheels and tires looks amazing. I do really like that. You get to this right side here, look at that. We got really nice detail on the wheels and tires. So I am pretty happy with the wheels and tires side of it, but literally almost every other aspect of this car is a flop. So I don't know. Like I said, you can't even see any race detail to it. Like, I mean, even on the front bumper, you can see a little bit of buildup, like sand and grit kind of looking stuff here on the front, but it's pretty tough to see because of the wrap design they used. And so it's, like I said, this one is going to be a little bit of a flop. I definitely like his Atlanta win more. It's more accurate. Literally, even the spoiler is accurate, but because they ran the tall spoiler there. But you know, this one's kind of a dud. I'm not gonna lie. This one I have to give a really low grade because, you know, the spoiler's wrong. The finish on the car is wrong. The paint scheme already wasn't that great. There's no race damage to it because nobody even touched each other at a Martinsville race of all places. You know, it was a horrible race. Nobody enjoyed it. Like, everything about this race ended up sucking. You know, you thought like, oh, the race sucked. Everything, you know, that was a really, really boring race. Well, at least there might be a decent race win. Nope, boring, dull, wrong. So I guess we can just say this race, the Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 400 from 2022, we could just wipe that off of the face of NASCAR, and I don't think anyone but a William Byron fan would care, to be completely honest. So anyway, guys, like I said, it's a little ranty because of all the mistakes that are on this one, but it's not a horrible looking diecast as a whole. Like, if you just look at it from this angle and didn't know any of the specifics of what it was supposed to look like, it doesn't look bad. But knowing that it's supposed to be flat, knowing that it's supposed to have a short spoiler, and knowing the things that it should have and doesn't, that's where I think all the frustration comes. So it's not a terrible looking race car, but definitely still a big disappointment nonetheless. So anyway, guys, that'll wrap up this review on a Saturday. We will have one more probably later tonight, and then the Sunday special tomorrow afternoon. So go ahead and make sure you hit that notification bell. Other than that, guys, this has been Race Craze. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next Diecast review.